In today's video, I'm going to show you how I added and how to add a ton of value to every single one of your car flips to increase the value by 50%. We had to do a lot of things to this old Honda CR-V to get it back up to good shape and was able to make nearly a month's salary on just this flip within a couple days.
What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be flipping this Honda CR-V for profit, but the twist is it is a little bit clapped. Let me show you. To start, this hood is literally fully faded. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe we can put some clear coat on it, polish, or we could just get a whole brand new hood for like $100. Number two, the headlights, specifically the left one, is slightly yellow. This one's not yellow, so that's definitely interesting there. And the one thing they didn't tell me about when I bought this car is this. It does have some rust right here by the gas cap. We'll probably sand that down, fix that. Down here, there's also some rust. We can get that fixed as well. I feel like I've been getting slowly better at it, but this is gonna be a test, man. But other than that, mechanically, it drives fantastic. So we just have a bunch of cosmetic things to work on this car. But the one good thing about this car, has only 186,000 kilometers, and I did get it from auction, but they did not disclose one thing. So I think we're gonna be able to get some money back for this car. The one really fantastic thing about this car is actually this. It comes with 4 winter and summer tires, man. That is awesome. Literally adds a ton of value. So to get started on this thing, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Today it's a Sunday, everything's closed, so we can't really get a hood for the car. We could start with the headlights, the easy stuff, and then worry about the other stuff, the rust and all that. Realistically, today we may as well not do the wheels because we can't even get the listing photos anyways, because the hood looking the way it is. We might as well wait until we get an actual good hood to take good listing photos. That way we can get the most money out of this car. Listing photos are honestly the most important thing. You want to make sure your car is looking great from them. That's how you'll convince the buyer to come check it out, and then they'll know it's a great condition car, and then they'll buy it. So for day one on the CR-V, we're gonna focus on the cleaning, the interior, exterior. So that means headlights, trim, interior. Let's get it done.
The inside of the CR-V wasn't too bad. It could use a vacuum up on the seats, a wipe down with a microfiber and all-purpose. So that's what I did. I took out all the mats in the car. I grabbed my shop vac, vacuumed up any dirt, dust, and grime in the carpets. Then I grabbed my all-purpose cleaner, my microfiber, and completely wiped down the doors, the inside trim, every single spot the buyer could potentially see to make sure the car was looking fantastic and clean again. It did look pretty good, almost brand new, and it was on to the next thing.
We got the full interior done, but there's still so much to do on this car. It looks pretty good now, not gonna lie. Like, it's definitely refreshed the car a lot. That one rust spot just looks terrible, man. It looks so bad. So that's gonna be some work to get done, but in all, I think this is gonna be a good flip.
And as always, it was time to do the headlights. We washed them down to get them moist for the sanding, did our first layer of sanding, made sure they were dry, and completely buffed out all the haze that we created from sanding it. Doing this is super easy, and it usually takes anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes per headlight if you do it correctly. You want to spend enough time on each headlight to get all the crap off it, and then buff it to make it shine right at the end. And here's what both headlights are looking like after. They look super nice, clear, and a lot better than before. I then completely washed on the car because it was super dirty. Really, there wasn't a point in doing this until I painted the hood and did everything else, because it was just going to get dirty later on.
We got the full exterior done. Now let's worry about the rust, the hood, and switching the wheels, and then we'll get it listed. Looking pretty good so far, but we got some work to do still. And it's day 2 on this thing. We are in the rain today. It's a rainy day, but that's not going to stop us from working on this rust spot. We got a couple rust spots to tackle. We're going to start by wire brushing it down to bare metal, getting rid of all that excess rust, and then sanding from there. We're just going to do the outside work first.
There was some minor surface rust on the outside. It wasn't too bad, and it's nothing we haven't tackled before. I wire brushed all the excess rust off until it was completely gone and down to metal. And this time I took your comments into consideration when sanding down. I put on a mask, and then it was time to Bondo. I got my Bondo, mixed it up, and put it lightly around the edges. It didn't look too bad, and we sanded it all down. And then after that, we primered up each spot with multiple different layers, sanded down the primer lightly with a 3000 grit sanding paper just to get it super smooth. After that, we wiped off any extra residue, and it was time to paint with our matching paint coat. This took a lot of layers since silver was hard to mask over the primer. I ended up doing like 5 to 6 layers on this. I did mess up once, so I had to wipe it off. But overall, after all was said and done, it ended up turning out pretty good. And with more and more layers, the primer started to fade away, and it was looking fantastic. All right, guys, I did get some overspray on the window, so we're gonna take our razor, just chop that off. It's not a big deal. Super easy to get off. This is literally just taking like 2 minutes. So you want to make sure you do this when there's water, or else it's just gonna scratch the surface badly. All right, we just got this painted. It actually looks decent. Might be one of my best paint jobs. Let me show you guys. Still looks a little bit weird there. Otherwise, down here it looks perfect. And back here, it's not bad, bro. Every time I'm low-key getting better at it. Now we're gonna paint the hood
and then we're gonna swap on the summer tires and get this thing listed.
I started by fully sanding down the hood with a 2000 grit sanding paper with the goal to get it super smooth.
I'm gonna actually take off the hood to paint it because I don't want to get overspray on the headlights everywhere, and I don't want to have to tape anything off. We're just gonna line it up here, just have at it. So let's take off this hood. It's like 4 bolts, super easy.
My plan was to just take off the hood and then paint it like that, just so I wouldn't have to mask off the headlights or anywhere else. Then we found out it was welded on and it wouldn't be possible to take the hood off.
Dead ass?
You want to see it?
Oh yeah, it is. All right, well, never mind. The hood is not coming off.
Just because the hood couldn't come off, it's not a big deal. We ended up masking up the headlights anyways with some painter's tape. You can get this at the local hardware store. It's like $5.
All right, y'all, we got the full front end of the car covered up. We should be good for overspray. We're just gonna spray it up, down, up, down, up, down, I think. Let's get into the garage here. The first thing we're gonna do is wipe it down with a microfiber. Get rid of any dust and crap on this thing. We might have to get another can. This one's almost out. I'm low-key scared, bro. We'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it's not terrible.
This was actually my first time painting a hood. I was really nervous to do it, but at the end of the day, if you mess it up, you can always fix it somehow. I kept going. I ended up using 2 whole paint cans to get this job done. With multiple layers, it started looking pretty good.
All right, guys, this is what it's looking like after the first coat. It doesn't look too bad. Like, I think after multiple coats, it'll look pristine-ish. All right, it'll probably look all right. So far, it's not too bad. We got to go get a new thing of paint. We ran out near the end. But for the first coat, it's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible. We'll see how this ends up turning out. All right, guys, we're gonna do second coat. We'll probably end up having to do like 3, 4, maybe even 5 because silver, it's a light color. You can still see some dark spots everywhere.
It was time for the second coat. This is when it started to come along pretty well.
This is what it's looking like after the second coat. These spray cans have been spraying like little globs on it, which is annoying. But after second coat, it's not looking too bad. I think on the 3rd, 4th, 5th coat, I think it'll start looking good. So yeah, you know, it's a work in process. It definitely looks a lot better than it did, but let's just keep going. We'll let this dry and we'll get the 3rd coat. All right, guys, we're about to do our 3rd and 4th coat to finish off this CRV, but let me show you guys my new daily. I stopped halfway through the paint because we had to pick up this new car. This right here is my new daily driver, bro. I got an old 06 Honda CRV. Freaking sick, dude. It's a different gen than that one. I love this thing already, bro. This thing is so sick. It's got 314,000 kilometers. It does have a table. These things come with like tables for some reason, so I don't know if we'll ever use that, but you never know. But overall, dude, this thing is sick. The rust isn't too bad. Maybe I'll do some fixing on it just to like practice. But this is now my new daily. We'll definitely do the headlights, get this thing looking amazing and adding a ton of value, even though we're keeping it. I mean, this car is already beautiful as it gets, but like, why wouldn't I want it to be more beautiful, you know? Yeah, it's my new daily. Let me know what y'all think. Anyways, now we're gonna get back to painting. We got 3rd and 4th and maybe 5th coat to do. It's already looking decent, and I think we're gonna have to add some clear coat as well. I feel like we can make this turn out somewhat decent. We'll see.
With more and more paint, it started to come together super nicely.
We just ran to the store, got some clear coat, we got 2 cans. I think we'll only need 1 for this. We'll see. It looks pretty good right now, to be honest, but we'll see how it turns out. This is before clear coat.
Now we're gonna add clear coat to add a nice gloss to the paint to make sure that it shines and matches with the rest of the car. And here's me adding the clear coat. It definitely makes a big difference over time, and it was certainly worth buying the extra 2 cans.
Oh, that's actually not bad. All right, y'all, we got the hood done. It doesn't look terrible. Let me show you guys. I don't know, it might be hard to tell on camera, but it actually doesn't look that bad. Like, obviously, it's not gonna be as matched as the actual paint, but it definitely looks a lot better than it did. That's actually kind of sick. It's not bad, man. Let's take off all the stuff and let's see what it's looking like.
And to finally see the final product, we ripped off all the tape and everything that we used to mask it off. It looked pretty good. It came out pretty good, I'd say. All right, guys, we're gonna quickly wash down the car before getting it listed. Then we're gonna go take some pictures, get this thing listed. Let's wash it down, get all the dust off it. I knew it was pointless to wash it without doing the hood, so we washed it down again anyways, added some tire shine to make the car pop. And as always, I came to my normal listing photo spot. I took a picture of every angle of the car, the inside, the outside, all around. And I'd say the car is looking at least 3 times better than it did when we first got it. All right, boys, so we've had 4 people come to check out the CRV today, and no one's bought it yet. I think people aren't liking like the rust look. People aren't liking the paint job I did, maybe. I think what's really messing it up though is the fact that it has an exhaust leak right now, but I do tell them that it's gonna be fixed for when the car is sold. Maybe I need to get that fixed before, we'll see. An exhaust leak isn't a big deal. It's literally just air leaking from the exhaust, causing it to be a little bit louder, which obviously looks a little bit collapsed when you're looking at a car. So that is what steered people away today, and we might have it listed a little bit too high. I listed at $6,500, though it is a CRV with 180,000 kilometers, which is basically brand new in Honda terms. We might have to relist at a lower price. We'll see how this keeps up. Someone is actually coming from my hometown today. They're driving 3 hours to come look at it,
so hopefully it goes well, and I'll keep you all updated. All right, boys, we got some news. The people who drove 3 hours to come look at the CRV just bought the car. We're actually going to Miami next week, so I'm literally gonna deliver it to them because I'm flying like out of near my hometown. So we're literally gonna deliver the car to them for free. Good service, good quality service. Come on now. Yeah, I think we're gonna be making some good money on this car. So we're gonna take it to the mechanic, and then we'll go through how much we actually made on the car once we deliver it. All right, guys, it's that time of the video where we're going to go through how much money we made on this CRV. We did pretty good. Look at that, 300ZX. I actually like those. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. But those are pretty fire. We paid $2,000 for the CRV, but we did put some money into fixing it up. Let's go through it. So we spent $11 on Bondo. We had to get new Bondo for fixing up some of the little rust spots we had. We spent $20 on gas total. We spent $40 on more sanding supplies. We had to get some more sanding supplies. We ran out, so we had to get some more of that. We spent $150 total on paint plus clear coat for repainting the hood and the other little rust spots there was, which is quite a bit, but it probably would have costed me over $400 to $500 at a body shop, so we definitely saved some money there. We paid $127 for rear brakes, and it needed a couple other little things here and there. Nothing too crazy. I think like a front left light bulb. It needed a rear windshield washer, a couple little things. We got them new summer tires because the other ones were cooked. We paid $280 for that. We paid $91 to register the car and $535 to get it fully safety certified. So that means we invested a total of $3,254 into this Honda CRV, which isn't too bad for an 08 with 180,000 kilometers. That's not bad at all. And we ended up selling it for $6,500 to the third person who came to check it out. So that means we made a grand total of $3,246 in profit on this CRV, and we had it for about a week. So that's not too bad at all. If you're just getting into car flipping, Honda CRVs are a great buy, and I have never lost money on a Honda CRV. People love them. They sell quick. If you're getting into car flipping, I highly suggest them. Anyways, if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We got tons more videos on the way. I'll catch you boys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.